what gives. See if that changes anything, right? Start with that and gradually build it up, right? Because I was very careful starting this stream. I only have 2 Chrome tabs open. Normally that would be about 10, yeah? I closed all of my extensions. I'm playing a normal, mostly vanilla Minecraft right now, yeah? So all of that, I'm trying to see if any of that is gonna break it. Let's open up the YouTube chat as well, just so I don't miss anything there. Okay, so YouTube is live net right now as well. That's good. That's good. Let's pop out that chat. That. Okay. Okay, and everything's looking quite alright. I haven't broken anything yet, which I call a win. Anyway, I'm always so freaking self-centered. Ruby, how have you been doing? How are you? How's work? How's living? Hey, thanks for the 5 bits. I'm gonna be able to order takeaway with those 5 cents. Cheap. No, joking. I have grown into a bigger dick. I have grown into a bigger dick, not... I exist, therefore I'm a you problem. Fair enough. Yeah. Ooh. And honestly, I shouldn't talk about that publicly on the stream, but work has been freaking challenging, mate. No, it's been okay. It's my sister's wedding next week, so it's crazy. Ooh, nice. I like dressing fancy, you know. Like, those kind of events are like an excuse to kind of go all out on some kind of, you know, fancy attire. I'm a bridesmaid as well. Look at that. Nice. I like it. There you go. I went to a gala recently. I was completely dressed up for that as well. I barely have any pictures of it, but, you know, it was still was quite fun. Actually, I do have 1 picture of it. I should really get some new pictures of myself, because right now it's... lift those weights. My weights are in the living room. Not be using them, but... I'll go get them in a sec. Oi, Jody. Hey, it's Mojiti. How are you doing? How are you doing, guys? Oh my days. Oh my days. Plus, you know, next month, or actually in a week, I'm gonna start working on some new actual videos for YouTube as well, right? In real life videos again. Because the 3rd edition, I think is the 3rd one, yeah? The 3rd edition of Trust Hunt is on its way. So me and a lot of other people, anyone that wants to join can. Hey, Mohidi. Are gonna get some Nerf guns, create a custom airsoft terrain, and we're gonna shoot each other. That's the game, and I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna really try. I don't know how yet, because I'm really terrible at this stuff. But I'm gonna really try and record as much as I can. I have 3 action cameras, and I'm gonna try and use... I'm gonna try and get 3 different people to record the game while we're running around, alright? They're gonna be mounted on their chest. We're gonna be running around with Nerf guns, and I'm pew 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 pew, you know? And all of that, I'm gonna edit it and put it on the channel. Hopefully, it's gonna look good. God, fingers crossed. Oh, Sakura, how are you doing? So yeah, Trust Hunt, really excited for that. It's gonna be next week. I'm still trying to get people to actually RSVP on it, I guess. So yeah, I have confirmation of enough people. We're able to host the event with the people we have right now. However, it's still more fun with more people, and there's a lot of people that have said that they're gonna come, but they've not confirmed yet. So as soon as I get that confirmation, I'm gonna have loads of people there next week, Saturday. I'm actually also thinking, wouldn't it be absolutely cool if I could live stream an event like that? And yes, it would be, is the answer. It massively would be. Hey, Elm, how you doing? It massively would be. If I could get people there and live stream an event like that, can you imagine us running around on an industrial terrain with a nerve gun in our hands, shooting each other, trying to suss out who the imposters are, who the innocents are, and then try and shoot the imposter? Oh man, it would be so cool. Only issue with that is that most of these people are Dutch. Well, most of them, not all of them, are Belgian. Which means, sorry, you guys are not going to understand what we're saying. So Ruby, you know, if you were to join us at Trust Hunt, you could just come and kill some people. And you could turn the entire event English, because we are Belgians, and no matter how many Belgians there are, we will all start speaking English if there is one English person in the room. There. It's not a room, but you know what I mean. So yeah, mate. I'm actually quite proud of how the stream is holding up. Like, there have not been any dips, anything that's gone bad. So let me open a new tab and you know, Google YouTube or YouTube Google. Yeah, everything's still working quite alright. Even the YouTube chat is popping off. So yeah, that's good. What's your highest dono? My highest dono. Ooh, a long time ago. Like, this is rare. Let me just make that clear. A long time ago, a friend of mine asked me if I've ever tried Blue Label Johnny Walker whiskey, and he donated $150 for me to get Blue Label Johnny Walker whiskey. So that would be my highest dono, 150. Hey Alex, should I donate? I mean, yes, yes, donate. I just bought a flat. You think I got money for this? No, just enjoy the chat. Come and hang out, my guy. Wouldn't it be nice to just have Mr. Beast suddenly join your chat? Manifesting. You know what? That's actually a secret. I have sent in an application to Mr. Beast to be in a video before, right? Because he's got like a gaming channel as well. And whenever he does a Minecraft video, I'm like, you know what? I might as well send in an application, right? Why not? Imagine winning like a grand prize, right? I mean, you know how much this flat has cost? Like, yeah, I'm severely in debt now. Like, I don't know, man. I like to fantasize about that sometimes. To just imagine winning a Mr. Beast video where you just get. Let's start small. Let's say 10k, right? What if you were to get 10k right now? Just in your hands, bam, nothing else. Ruby, what will you do? 10k. I think I'm turning 30 in 2 years. I think I would throw a huge event on my birthday with 10k. Like, you know what I've been talking about? Trust Hunt, right? Nerf guns, shooting each other, all that sort of stuff. If I suddenly had money for that, I would rent out a big building like that one, yeah? A big building like that, and I would host a game in there. Ooh, old man. Old man? What old man? What are you talking about, old man? Alex. Come on, mate. You don't have to donate. You can, obviously. But what will you do if you had 10k right now? I mean, if you got 10k, like, it's fine if you already have that on your bank account, but 10k, bam, on top of you. And you know what? Investing it, I'm not going to judge you. If you say like, oh, I'd invest 10k, I'm not going to judge you. Don't worry. Anything you'd want to do with it. Also, Ruby, what do you mean, old man? What old thing has I... Oh, right, I said I was going to turn 30 in 2 years. In 2 years, okay? Actually, 3. Technically, 3. So, you know what? Let's hold off on the whole old thing, okay? I'm not 30 yet. Not for a long time. Mate, I just turned 25. Yeah, I'm 27, okay? There's 2 years difference between us. So, fucking calm yourself, Ruby. There's not even that big of a difference. 2 years, that's nothing, alright? What have you done in the past 2 years, Ruby? There, think about that. And realize how little 2 years is. Yeah. Actually, now that Alex has mentioned donating, I generally hope that my donation sound effects are working. They should be. I think I worked on them like just before I moved. I worked on the sound alerts. So if there were a donation, that should still work. That gives like a bit of a, you know, a sound at least. I mean, you can't lie, right? Someone joins the chat like Alex is like, "Oh, I'm gonna donate," and you're just like, "Is he serious? Is that actually gonna happen?" That sounds like something someone would use as defense in court. It's only 2 years. It's not a lot of time. I promise, Judge. Well, I mean, yeah, okay. There's a big difference between like a 16 and 18, and there's yeah, the difference in numbers. I'm gonna say numbers. The difference in numbers is relative, right? The closer you are to 1, the bigger the difference is between 1 and 3, or, you know, 30 and 32. Small difference. 15, 17. Yeah, but, I mean, there's quite a big difference. I'd say. But you know what, Ruby? You're at that age now too, okay? That 15 and 17-year-olds would call you massively old. Think back to you in high school. Yeah, you in high school. And what your opinion was of a 25-year-old. Okay, your sister, I'm guessing she's older than you, because you give off that, you know, little sibling vibe. I'm guessing she's older than you. What did you think of her, right, when she was 25? Yeah. There you go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now you're calling me a prick because you know I'm right. Ha! Did you miss me? Oh, that was very much a voice where you want to be saying like, "Are you ready, kids?" She was cool. Was she cool, though? I mean, I haven't met your sister, but I've met, like, you know, half of the siblings. If you only have one. We're 11 years apart. Oh my days. Alright, well, there you go then. Okay, there you go. Right? When you were 15 and she was 25, 26, what did you think of her? You got 4 siblings? Alright, I met like 1/4 of your siblings, so I still feel quite confident in saying, is your sister really cool? Are you sure? You do give off like baby sister vibes, so 1 out of 5. Oh right, you have 4 siblings. You got 4 siblings? Hold up, that's a bit mad. Jeez, dude. It's a bit mad. Okay, well, fair enough. You know what? That Alex person, he joined the stream, said, "Oh, should I donate?" and then left again. I feel like that's mean. Completely fair enough, because that is something I would do as well. But that's mean. Yeah, Ruby, you know what? I've met 1/5 of your siblings. Tell them to donate $1,000 next time. I should have, right? Nah, you know what? Patches, he needs to keep the throne of largest donation. Because he's donated 100 for this microphone, I believe. He's donated another 100 ones for a whiskey, but like that whiskey was 20 euros. And then he's also donated for another whiskey, which was more expensive, which was $200. So, you know, if he donated that in bits, how much would it take? Ooh. There is a percentage that gets taken off the donations as well, by the way. PayPal is quite greedy that way. But in bits, I don't know. Let's say 200 bits. $200 in Twitch bits. $200 usually converts to approximately 20,000 bits for a streamer. Oh, okay, so it would be 15k bits. Right, so that would turn in 150. Wow! If you donate $200 in bits, Twitch takes $50 of that. I would get 150. Alright, PayPal takes quite a bit, but not that much. Not that much. I think PayPal takes like $10, which now feels like nothing compared to that. Wow, okay, I did not expect that. Ooh, goodness me, Twitch. Maybe if I was more famous on Twitch, I would get to keep more than that. Actually, no, because it's... No, that's not how it works. No. Damn, okay, bits are not worth it. Sheesh. You know, if you... you know what, Ruby, what I was saying, actually... Patches has donated probably the biggest number in the past, but I think if you were to go head to head with Patches in overall costs, overall bits, donations, all of that, you might be ahead of him. I'm not too sure, because he's... The thing is, you guys never had that much overlap, right? Patches was here all the way at the start of it. And the thing with him is, he messaged me today, actually, funnily enough. The thing with Patches, I don't think I've ever said that on stream, because like there's always a risk that he's watching and he might be embarrassed by things, I don't know. But how we met, so we met on Corba.world, but at some point he was bullied by two people. One of them will never be welcome on any server that I'm associated with ever again, not even Corba.world, or any of their new servers, all that. And the other person, whatever. So Patches got bullied by two people, and I asked him like, "Oh, hey, dude, like, what are they doing? How are they bullying you? Could you possibly show me a screenshot of what's happening?" And he just said, "No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to leave Corba.world." And I was like, mate, like, I want to help you. I hate bullies. I hate them. But I don't think it's fair for me to take action just by someone that I do trust, but just by someone saying, "Hey, I got bullied by those two people." I can't really, you know, permanently ban someone just on an accusation like that. Right? So what I did, I asked him, I kind of pressed him for it, like, hey, could you please provide me proof, because I don't like these people anyway. Give me a reason to ban them. And he said no. He said he didn't want to provide it, didn't want to deal with all of that. And he just left Corba.world. A while later, these two people got banned anyway. They got in trouble for stuff, and eventually they left on their own, I believe, and they were banned and bunch of other stuff. We didn't like him anyway. And Patches, he came back. I was like sort of involved in that, but only halfway. Patches came back and he was like, oh hey, you took care of those bullies. I'm so grateful. And he became a friend basically because I got rid of the bullies. And I was like, mate, I wanted to do that a while ago already, but you didn't want to provide the proof. So that is the origin story of me and Patches. Or at least the way I see the origin story. You should ask him what his version is. His might be slightly different because he might not want to talk about the bullying, but yeah. But that's the way I see it, right? I tried helping him. I didn't do anything. Honestly, I didn't really do anything to deserve his praise. But because I finally banned some bullies, he just, you know, he latched onto me and said, hey, you're a good guy. Here's money on your Twitch. That's basically what happened, right? So, yeah, I mean, origin story. Remember when he got doxxed and hacked? Yeah, a bunch of stuff happened there. And again, same story. He didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to provide any... Well, actually, he did want to provide proof on that. I don't know. Yeah, I do remember that. I don't know what exactly happened there, but yeah. The guy had some troubling times, but luckily he's doing very, very well now. Yeah, it was quite messed up. Yeah, yeah. It's very unclear what happened there exactly. But you know what? Like, what should be focused on is that he's just doing better now, right? He has an amazing girlfriend, even fiance actually, and he's just happy. I messaged him the other day as well because he had a while in his life where he wasn't drinking anymore. He just didn't drink, and I saw something on Amazon the other day, and I was like, oh, this is so much for Patches. But it were like ice cubes to put in your drinks. They were bullets, like metal bullets, but they were like ice cubes, really, you know. Looked really good. And I wanted to message him like, hey dude, like I saw this and that has your name all over it, right? I'm gonna buy you that as your wedding gift. But then I realized, like, oh, shit, the guy doesn't drink anymore. I don't, you know, that not drinking can be a very sensitive subject. So I don't really want to message someone like, hey, do you still drink? Because bam, like, it would be awesome if you were still drinking, by the way. So I messaged him first asking like, hey, do you still drink? Like, what's going on with that? And apparently he does have a drink every now and again. So I sent them that, like, okay, bullets for you, mate. And he loved it, so yeah. Probably gonna gift them that at some point as well. You know, gotta get the guy a wedding gift. He's done a lot for my Twitch, so you know it's only fair. This microphone, I wouldn't have had. Well, I would have had that at some point. I probably would have bought it myself because it's a really cool microphone. But yeah, still at work, my microphone, it just sits there, right? I would pull it down every time I go into a meeting, and people that see me pull that down, they're always like, what is that? That's enormous. Like, what kind of, you know, oh, it's quite funny. Yeah, I like it. I like the attention. I'm still practicing this race. I don't know why. Just for context as what I'm doing, I am practicing for a race. So this server that I'm on, it's a private server. Oh goodness, I've not been watching like what it says on the sides. There might be some things on the sides that you guys don't want to see. But let's ignore that. Shit. What was I saying? Right, this I just saw something. This server hosts a Boat Mule 1, which is Formula 1, but then with boats in Minecraft. The first event, I thought, you know what, why not join them? Why not go to it and actually, you know, have a good old race with these people, right? Why not? I raced with them and I got first place easily, right? I have the record time on that track. I was first place. The team captain was really happy with me. I was like, you know what, cool. I'm gonna try and join the other races as well. So we did the second race on this track. I didn't have such a good race on my time trials. I don't know, I just had a bad lap, really. You get timed for one lap, and after that everyone goes on the track and it's the order that the time trials were in. So I start sort of towards the back. I think third place. I started in third place. And the server and we were all like, everything was lagging really badly. So it's the 3, 2, 1, go. I start my boat, I start going forward, and I instantly get hit someone else because they were lagging. Everyone was lagging, and I'm just hitting that person. All my momentum gone. I start up again. Someone passes me. I bump into them. All my momentum gone again, and everything just goes to shit. I hit 3 people on the starting line. And I'm just left behind. So I start chasing them. I catch up to them rather quickly because I practice these corners. And I catch up to them, and every time I want to overtake someone, I bump into them. So it's not normal bumping into someone. Like, there's no one in front of me, for example. And all of a sudden, someone is, right? Because of all the lag. If it was normal bumping into someone, I know how to deal with that. I know how to avoid them. I'm decent at boat racing. I've always been decent at it. So I was so bummed out that nothing was working. I was actually so pissed off that day that the lag was just ruining my race. I think I got 4th place that day. I caught up to quite a few people, still, even in those laggy conditions. Because, you know, like, there's like 3, 4 people that are really good at this. And then a couple people that are just really not. So once you catch up to them, there's no way they're gonna pass you again, right? So that's kind of how that race went, and I was gutted. I was so annoyed as well at the lag, because I know I did really well in all of my practice runs. I was going to do it. I have what I believe to be the track record, right? I've done this in the records amount of time, like not hitting a single wall. I know I am now because I'm talking, but I was doing so well. Let me just get back to the start line, because I wrote down my times on this lap, on this track. I put them in a secret place so no one would find them. Oh god. Unless someone from the PP realm is watching, which is very much possible. Hey, Sharky. But let me have a look. Just... Let's get back to the start. Yeah, I was good at. I practiced this track for a day. Like, it's not like I was practicing for months. I was practicing for a day before the race. And then I think next month the 3rd race is gonna occur, and then we're gonna have one more race like really determine who's winning. Right. Excuse me. Let me get rid of that. There. So I put my times here in a secret place. I got a 111. All right. So I think the next best person had a 113. It's not confirmed. I'm not too sure because the next best person is really good. So it would be weird that I took 2 seconds of his time. But I think he had 113. And even if he had a 112, that'd be fine too. I have a 111, right? A 111. That's so good. That is so good. Mate, yeah. We need to make this on Hollow Tree again. Would be really cool. I've been a bit absent from Hollow Tree because it's just been kind of bugging me how the staff is a friend group, but they're not opening it up to the players, and that's just something that always bugs me. Yeah, I don't know, but you know what? I'm not actively involved in the management, so I have no right to be judging anyone there. So I back away and I just let it be. I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to be here actually, but doesn't matter. I'm just gonna walk around anyway. I think I'm allowed to be here, but I'm not allowed to do anything. I'm not allowed to change anything here. You cut out. What did you say about the server? Oh, did I cut out? No, I was just saying that I was getting a bit annoyed about the staff being... Staff is good, a good friend group. That is nice. People getting along. I love that. Really good. However, I feel like they are keeping the players out of that friend group. They're not opening it up to the players. And that is just a subject. Again, I have no reason to judge because I'm not, you know, actively involved in the management. So I have no reason to judge any of you. And that is why I kind of back away, because too much chatter is going on in the staff-only channels that could have just been in public. I think, and I've said that before, and you know what, that is something for the owner to decide what they want to do. I think all of the chat should be in public channels. I think even development speak should be in public channels. Again, that is not something that annoys me if that doesn't happen, because I know that's quite a radical idea. But I think even development chat, most of that should be in a public channel, because it would generate people being interested. People know that something's happening. I truly believe that would be a good idea. But again, I've launched the idea. It's for you guys to decide if you do it or not. I have no reason to judge anyone that doesn't follow my advice, because where is my successful server, right? So yeah, you're not gonna get any flack from me on that. Speak of the devil, Patches just messaged me. Hey Patches, what's up? Oh. Okay, weird. Yeah, but since it's so far away, the people would want us to do things faster. No, because if you're really open and transparent about things, they know how much time things take. So I think you underestimate them. Like, the stuff I'm doing is gonna be an autumn release. Mentioning it now, people would just be like, where is it? Only if there's announcements. If there's an announcement of us saying like, oh, something's in the work, they're not going to be hyped on it by then. But if you say, oh, we're working on stuff and it's a bit in a public channel, like, oh, hey, I'm working on this, blah, blah, blah. No one has any expectations of it. See, I think a teaser, but again, that is just opinions. where is my successful server, right? Again, keep that in mind. I think a teaser is just the wrong way to go, and a transparency is where you get that patience from. Because teasers, I think people get bored of them. People see a teaser and they're like, okay, sure. Where's the release? Nothing happens in a couple months. For a Minecraft server, it should be within the month. Nothing happens. And they're like, okay, well, that was a false teaser then. If nothing happens within a month with that teaser, that was a false teaser. So you put out a new teaser. And people are like, well, the previous one wasn't anything. All right, we'll be hyped for this one then. Nothing happens. Another teaser comes out, and then they're like, oh, okay, so teasers don't mean anything. And they just leave it behind. Because it feels like all those teasers are an idea that got abandoned at some point. You get what I mean? Like, I've done that loads of times, right? With Corba Crew, for example, and with Simply Matt. I tease an idea, I realize, oh shit, this is actually too hard, I can't do that. And I abandon the idea, and you're never hearing from that idea again. Because I abandoned it, right? It happens all the time with YouTubers saying, oh, how many videos are there on YouTube saying, I'm back, I'm gonna start uploading again. And that is the last video on someone's channel. It happens all the time. And that is what it feels like when there's too many teasers without results, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get it. It's an autumn release. It's way out. That is exactly why I don't think it should be public or like an official announcement, right? There shouldn't be any official announcements unless it's a month out, right? If it's just talk, then you kind of involve players in the just talk. They're like, oh, a prison server, okay, oh, that's quite fun. Oh, that's quite fun, yeah. Oh, could I help? I have this building. I have development skills. People that are interested in those chats will see it, will keep an eye on it, and possibly offer help. People that aren't interested in those kind of chats will ignore that channel. But we'll see that there is activity. That's the only thing they will remember from those chats. They will see, oh, activity, cool. Server is alive, cool. That's the only thing they're going to care about. And I know that, or I think that, I feel that, because I am the latter, right? I'm not interested in development, in development chats, or in the buildings chat. Yeah. Or buildings chat, that's not what I meant. I'm not going to be offering, saying like, oh, I know how to code, or I know how to build, and I can build this amazing spawn for you, for example. I'm not going to say that, because I can't, I don't have those skills. I'm the latter person, where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but it's cool that you guys are talking about stuff, and it's cool that you're active. That is what excites me. That is what tells me that that server is being active. But right now, whenever I see there's messages on the server, because I have all notifications, well, not notifications, but just the red dot on, I see it whenever there's a message. And it happens multiple times a day. There's messages. Server's active. Cool. But players are not seeing that activity. Players get a message every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, they get a message. Someone saying hi, someone posting a GIF or a meme, or just a photo of something. That's cool, but that's like every 2 weeks. And as a player, you see that and think, oh, the server's dead. I'm going to leave this server because nothing is happening. There's no chats, there's no activity on this server, so I'm going to leave it. I'm not the type of person to leave any Discords ever, but I know that there's a lot of people out there who, if that is a server they don't use anymore or there's no activity on it anymore, they leave, right? FOMO is not enough to keep people around, apparently. So I've noticed. It's not if you slowly build to hype, like build on the teaser. Say tease 1 is just a bit, then you build and until you're ready to announce the date. But anyway, we're only done 1. Yeah. Again, just maybe you should talk to Andrew. I told Andrew. I told him. It's just a thing. Like, I know it's a radical idea, and I know and I know that is controversial as well. Chris was building something, and I think the way Chris was building it was very new, very innovative in a way, and I believed in the vision. The only thing he sucked at was delegating, communicating, but yeah, so delegating, communicating, which pisses people off, and which is completely fair. I tried to pull him away from those subjects. I tried to take those subjects for myself, so he wouldn't be doing that anymore. Sadly, that didn't work. Sadly, that did not work. He's just not. He's just not good at that. He just never was. I mean, the guy got. I don't know if I can say that online, but I don't think it matters. The guy got married last week. Do you think I knew? I didn't know. I mean, I knew that he proposed, which was sudden. I didn't know about that. Like, no, it was sudden. But yeah. Anyway, I'm sidetracking. Point is, communicating, yes, but I learned what I learned from him is he challenged the way things were, right? He challenged the way we expected a server to be ran, right? How everyone was doing it. And he said, you know what? No, I'm going to do it this way. And for some reason, I was so confused by that, because I'm not like that. I'm not, oh, let's kick open doors, let's change the status quo. I'm not like that at all. Please keep the status quo, please. But he was like, no, we're going to do it like this. And I'm like, what? No one has ever done it like that. And he's like, yeah, but I know that this is going to work. And it usually worked. And that's the weird thing. I was always just baffled by it. I was sitting there like, what is your idea? And then I started thinking about it and kind of let go of my hatred for change, apparently. And I was like, you know what? I've never thought about it that way, and it actually works. So yeah, I try to be like that a little bit in my life now. So yeah, they're definitely an inspiration. I still forget he's not with Army anymore. No. Good thing too. I've always wanted to know what happened, because I know some things that he doesn't know, I think. But yeah, I've not really spoken to him since that has happened. And maybe in a way he blames me, or he cut off that side of things because of her. Right? That would be very much possible, because I know... Well, I don't know how bad it was, but I know how bad it could have been. And that's very bad. That's... I know, yeah. There's really not much to say about it, but if it is as bad, or if it was as bad as I think it was, then I would completely understand that ended very suddenly, and he pushed out everyone that knew him and her together. That I was one of them is still a surprise to me, because we knew each other quite a long time. It felt a little sudden at the time, but I bet it probably wasn't. No. Again, yes, it was sudden, but I think there was more play. I don't want to speculate. Like, the guy probably doesn't like that. If he were to randomly join my stream and be like, why the fuck are you talking shit about me? And again, it's just speculating because I don't know what happened. Yeah. This is really cool, by the way. All of this is really cool. Like, I know some really bad things about her before they became a thing. And I was actually quite happy that they became a thing because that took pressure off of me. But I was worried about him for the majority of that time. And then that relationship lasted way longer than I thought it would. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it is a good relationship, you know? I went to visit them at some point. Went to go have a drink with Chris, and she just decided to stay on the sofa that day. Didn't come out with us, didn't go for a drink. And that day I did feel like, doesn't entirely look good, but I mean, you can't really judge people on literally just one image. She could have been having a bad day or whatever. You don't know that. But yeah, man, I had a sense of like worry or like confirmation of my worries that I already had, you know. They were cute for a time, but hey ho. Yeah. I doubt it. I think that was, yeah. I mean, I'm really saying things that are probably mean towards them, but that's just because I know some stuff about her, and the only thing that the only reason why I'm saying this is because I've always been worried about them. Because sure, she had her good moments, but I was legitimately scared for him because I knew what she was capable of destroying someone. So, you know, was a bit scared. You knew them better than any of us. Yeah. I mean, I knew them, but at the same time, I didn't know them at all. Because I knew both of them separately, but them two together, he was already always very closed off about it. Me and her, we didn't speak all that much anymore after they became a thing. Because she would always be talking to me before it, but afterwards we just drifted away, which I was kind of fine with. And me and Chris, we would talk about other things. We wouldn't really talk about her or their relationship because he was very closed off about those private things. So yeah, that is why I was really worried and really happy, and I think that he's doing really well right now. I mean, the guy got married last week. Okay, so I assume he's doing really good. But I've never met that woman. But she looks like a very friendly person. Would love to meet her. But yeah. So yeah, that's... anyways, I've got to go. Take it easy, mate. Yeah, cheers, Ruby. I'm glad the streams work. So I might end it right here as well. And I know I can stream again. Look at all that. I think... the normal world is... yeah, that's all the way over there. God's sake. Yeah, I need to get back there at some point. Alright, anyway. Cheers, and I'm gonna stop the stream there as well. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna start streaming again. Very excited for it. And I'm gonna find some way to make streaming mobile again. Which is, yeah, a very good phrase to do it, to end it on. Excuse me, what was that? Alright, make streaming mobile again. Thank you, Ruby. I really appreciate it. Cheers. See you next time. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.